What is up, guys? Welcome to another Unranked to Diamond commentary. This time we are playing Draven bot lane. Draven is one of the champions I personally love. I used to be kind of a Draven one-trick pony. Not quite. I played a lot of Graves and Vayne as well, but I played an absolute ton of Draven. And I love Draven so much. This account is actually in Gold 5 at the moment. We won our promos to Gold 5 on stream the other day. And this time we're going to be playing with a Leona against a Lucian and Braum. What a surprise, right? Lucian in another game. What? That's like, what? He's in pretty much every single game now. It's ridiculous. Anyway, as a kind of side note, actually, a pretty weird off-related thing. This is probably the last time you'll ever see me with glasses on. Basically on Monday, probably the Monday just gone actually, because I'm recording it now, but I'll be releasing it later next week. I'm gonna have laser eye surgery to correction, so I don't need glasses anymore. So hopefully that goes well, and hopefully I won't have to wear my glasses anymore. It's something I've always wanted to do. Finally, I'm gonna be able to do it. Anyway, let's talk about League of Legends. So runes and masteries, AD reds, armor yellows, magic resist blues, and attack speed quints. Very standard. We're actually probably running a few attack speed blues, I think, in there as well. Keystone wise, my keystone actually didn't change from last game. So unfortunately, I am running a Deathfire Touch Draven. Now, I don't think this is very good. It's not terrible because, well, it could be worse. But, yes, it's not going to be fantastic. And I just messed up my axes. So, there is actually a way you can get 2 axes going into lane. Which would have been a lot better right there. But, there is actually a way you can do 2 axes. Basically, you activate your axes around 136, 137 into the game. And then you can attack the Gromp or whatever it is, the Krugs, if you're on the other side, 3 times. Then you can run to lane, and you can actually get 2 axes spinning as you go into lane. Now, I actually messed that up because I am amazing at League of Legends, but that doesn't really matter too much. We've got it now, which is good. So we don't really want to trade with Braum's passive like that, but we'll happily trade. Trade here. So I was kind of hoping in the champion select screen, well, champion loading screen, when I saw I had Deathfire Touch, that my Q would apply Deathfire Touch, but yeah, it doesn't. So that sucks, because this is basically the worst keystone ever you could actually have. So it's going to work with my ultimate. It'll make my ultimate sting a bit more, which will be nice, but apart from that, it sucks. Normal keystone wise, we can talk about that though, what I would normally do. Okay, I don't know about that. Stunning a Braum, probably not the best idea ever. But anyway, normal keystone wise, we'd actually have gone something like a Warlord's Bloodlust. That would have been really good. Lifesteal works with our Q, so we lifesteal even more. No, I missed a minion. Works with our Q, so we lifesteal even more, which would have been really nice. We could have also run a Thunderlords for a bit more damage. That would have been fine too. I'm actually going to get another point in my queue so that we can... Whoa, that is ham. Okay, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, that was exceptionally ham from Leona, but not actually that bad. This is kind of how you have to play Leona in a way. You kind of do have to go a little bit aggressive. I have aggro from all the minions right there. Even though I missed the axe, I do not want to keep caking aggro, so I actually backed off a little bit too... I backed off a little bit too much. This is where Warlord's Bloodlust would have been super sick, because I'd be lifestealing back up quite a bit right now. Unfortunately, I'm not. But yeah, Thunderlords for more burst, Warlords would be really good. So, Draven, you'll see I'm almost always aiming my axe behind me. This is because it's the most safe way of doing it, basically. If you aim it towards someone, it's quite easy to read, quite easy to... Oh man, I gotta stop walking into those queues. Quite easy to read and quite easy to capitalize on, unfortunately, but it's gonna kite backwards here. Ugh, don't kill me. Okay, I'm gonna base. So yeah, basically, you always want to aim your queues behind you, and that way you'll be able to get way more. Okay, so I'm actually gonna stay here. And I might have to use my heal if they die of me, which I am going to be fine with doing, I think. I'll take that trade. I have the Targons, I have a level up, which is nice. I get a bit of health back now. Going to be harder for them to punish me, I think. But we will base after this one. We're not going to stay too long. If you watch my Saturday's video, you'll know that staying under tower on a really low health is actually a sure way to get yourself screwed. Actually, you know what? We're going to stay. The reason we're going to stay is because Lucian has a Jackal mana. This is something I also talked about in the video. If someone has no mana, there is absolutely no need to really base or to be afraid of them because they're not going to be able to do anything. What is he going to do? Really, what is he going to do? Leona, you did not need to do that, but lovely, thank you. Like he can use his Q, he can use his dash, but he can't use anything else. I still have my my heal, which is nice, so I don't really need anything else. I'm going to heal to try and get myself in range. Oh no, Warwick, you pussied out, man. You could have tanked a few shots there. I used my heal on Warwick there because I could have got in range for an auto attack, and so could Warwick. I think he probably should have gone for that, but you never know. Never mind. So yeah, basically because he didn't have a mana, I stayed because he can't really dive me and get out successfully. But yeah, like if he's actually going to dive me, I'll be able to bait him with my heal and be able to turn it around. So oh man, no, I missed it. Nope. Okay, got that one. Good. So yeah, so that's the only reason I stayed there. Otherwise, I would have based and just taken the hit and lost the CS there. But never mind, we didn't actually have to. And as we know, obviously, like we've said this over and over again, if you don't base first, if you have to base first, you will lose CS, and it's a good way of stopping that. So by us bullying Lucian out of lane, we managed to get the entire wave into tower, which was nice, and then we make him miss a few waves, and we don't miss anything either, which is good. So just Draven in lane in general, the way you want to play is more of kind of an in and out style. You want to weave your auto attacks in and out. By placing them behind you, you're basically saying, okay, I'm going to hit you, I'm going to move back, I'm going to hit you, I'm going to move back. That's kind of the play style you want to go for until you get some good damage and your ultimate. Let's see what he's got. He's got a Cole and 2 longswords. So that's a very greedy build. Against the Leona and Draven, I'm not sure I agree with that, but we'll see if I end up killing him and punishing for it. I mean, it's some stats and stuff, right? But nowhere near as much as a longsword, so yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I wouldn't have done that personally, not against an aggressive lane. But never mind. We'll see if it works for him. But yeah, so you kind of want to go in and out all the time. You'll see axe placement is something that's very, very important. If you didn't know already, actually you can place your axes. So basically when it's in the air here, I click behind me and I'm going to get my... Whoa, that's a lot of damage. No, Braum, you son of a bitch. Kill him! Kill him! Okay. So if you didn't see what happened there, Braum actually blocked my Q with his shield. What a bastard, which was going to kill Lucian. It didn't end up killing him. Unfortunate. But you know, which happens. Never mind. So yeah, it's kind of an in and out playstyle on Draven, very much so. Like, unless you're going to go for the kill, you don't really dive in. You're very immobile, but it's all about damage calculation. So anyway, as I was saying, basically, the way that you... Oh, give me my passive stacks. Power, you bastards. So, the way you aim your axes is if you attack something like this and aim behind you or wherever you want it to go, the axe is going to go in that direction. Wow, we got tower ready. That is League of Legends, boys. So I think if they go in here, they're probably going to die, but I'm just making sure I don't tank the... I just don't tank it. I have my ultimate, which would be nice if we can get some more damage on someone, but I'm not going to go unless we do get... Okay, I think we could have done that, but never mind. Leona has her ultimate, like, that would have been a really good... Yeah, Leona ult would be... Hello? Whoa! Here we go, boys! I got the stacks! I got the stacks. That's what we want to see. I don't have mana for my ult, though. Okay, flash. Nice. Okay, so you actually went in. I thought it was AFK, but he actually just mega baited that guy super hard. Nice. Good job. Okay, so, as we were saying, actually, I can't remember what we were saying, so let's move on to something else. Itemization on Draven. There are 2 very distinctive ways you can go. You can either go for something like a Ghost Blade, which is a absolute crap ton of damage, but it's a very aggressive early kind of build. So basically, you're playing a lot for the armor pen. Well, actually, let's look at it in the shop while we're running back to base, right? Let me see if I can find it. So, longsword into Dirk into you. It's nice. So, AD, cooldown reduction, which cooldown reduction is kind of rubbish on Draven, not really worth it. Armor pen, this is the big thing here. So, AD and armor pen. Armor pen is reducing their armor, obviously, so your autos and your AD and stuff do more damage. Armor pen, a flat armor pen like that is really good early into the game because it's going to reduce his base, not his bonus. So they're reducing the 36 part of his armor. If you look at the top side, it's 36 plus 9. So flat armor pen reduces that. So as far as I believe, anyway. I mean, I don't think I'm wrong with that one. Okay, so we're actually not gonna fight this. I can see Braum here, so I don't want to do this. I could have gone for that maybe, but nice. So I could have gone for that, but I didn't want to get the worst thing to happen ever to a Draven is I missed. Yeah, I would flash for that, but I don't think I'm going to get in range, and he can jump, so not worth. The worst thing that can ever happen to a Draven like that's just patience, because if I ever get stunned, Lucian can proc it like almost instantly with my passive, with his passive, sorry, and I don't actually know where everyone else is, so I think I'm kind of going to leave that. But, I mean, he's completely surrounded, so yeah. He should be super screwed. Ah, I got it with my E. What timing on the kill still, boys. So yeah, so that's like how you kind of go through the lane phase there. Like, you don't want to go too aggressive. You kind of want to build up to things. Basically, like in that fight, you see, I kind of went aggressive on Lucian, but it looked a bit clunky, and it was kind of clunky because while I was looking at Lucian a little bit, I was actually more looking at Braum to see where he was, because I could see him at the corner of my eye coming to the screen. And then I was like, okay, if he stuns me, I'm dead with Lucian's passive. He can knock me up with his ultimate, and I'm just gone. I don't have any mobility. I don't have an escape. Could flash it, I guess, but not really worth it. So I'd rather just like take it a little bit slower, then go in, and I can go in for the kill when I can see Leona to go in as well. Like, Draven's all about choosing the right time to go in. I think obviously the apps mechanics help as well, but really okay, someone else is here, just Braum. Okay, well, I can see Leona here at the moment, so I'm not too bothered by this. We save the pink ward. Probably worth me missing a CS here. We haven't done too much like in the way of stuff. We've just made sure that we have had a good lane phase. Traded decently. We did get a little bit boned early, but we got that relief, which was nice. And now we're missing all the CS because our crits almost killed them, but not quite, which is very unfortunate. So the one good thing about Draven now is this is kind of where you really start to shine once you get some crit damage. So as we were saying with the build, right, the armor pen is really, really good onto Draven because of his Q, basically. Like, armor pen is more abilities than auto attacks usually, but his Q counts as kind of both, really, for armor pen. So we have a huge amount of damage with our Q, and that means that we're going to be doing a huge amount more with armor pen, which is really nice. So the armor pen works like that, which is really good. Armor pen is just good on Draven in general because he has high base damage. But the other good thing is we obviously, the more AD we have, the more our autos are going to be doing. And then that's obviously amplified by our Q with the spinning axes as well. So I'm going to leave just in case. Don't know where anyone else is. Okay, there was actually someone there. Amplified by our Q. So that's why the two different builds work. Like, you can go Ghost Spade, Bloodthirst, Rapid Fire Cannon. That's going to give you a good kind of dueling potential more than anything else, I think. Actually, we're going to go for this, I think, actually. I wanted to go for the Vamp because we don't have Warlords this game, but I think actually it's probably not worth it. Anyway, so the crit build is just relying basically on hitting absolutely massive crits, like 1,000 damage crits. That's kind of what we want to do with this. Okay, that is definitely not going to be enough damage. Now, I could try and snipe this Fizz, but the problem is he is so unbelievably slippery. If he is even half competent in this game, he is going to dodge that. Okay. He just used his Q and his... Oh, he's back up already, you freaking troll. Okay, well, there's that, I guess. I don't have my Q. It's not up, and I missed it already. I'm gonna say that was all me, boys. Lucian is pushing, but we can get this. Rift is not worth it, man. I know he has Devour and it gives him stacks, but not worth. Tower is much better. So Draven's power spike is very much mid game, which is like now, basically. So I know this guy doesn't have his ultimate, but I don't really want to test him because he is an assassin. This is kind of the other problem as well with picking Draven, is their entire team picked assassins. I was first pick, I picked this. Then they picked Kha'Zix, they picked Fizz, picked Braum, and they picked Echo, which is not fun. So I'm going to struggle a little bit with that. But my power spike is now, which is why I'm grouping. This is a very big thing. I want to group and now push my advantage. So yes, like, okay, you can say, right, that I didn't really do too much in lane. Fair enough. Probably didn't, like, yeah, I didn't absolutely own my lane or anything like that. This is probably a pretty average game. This is much like your games are probably going to be, like, honestly. But now we're really going to kick up a gear and we're going to try and control this game. So we're going to be taking dragons, we're going to be taking team fights, and we're going to be trying to take towers while we are still stronger. Because on it, like, honestly, oh, here we go. Nice. Honestly, Draven's power is right now. I don't have any mana. Yeah, we got that anyway. Yeah, so this is where Draven's power spike is right now, because we just have so much damage. And it's also at the point where the assassins don't have enough damage to one-shot me. So it's not just about your comp when you're working stuff out like this. It's also about their comp. It's thinking, okay, when do they excel? When do we excel? And then kind of trying to work out from there, basically. So if we look at their comp, full of assassins, Kha'Zix, Echo, Fizz. I'm going to count Echo because he's building damage. All of these do a lot of damage right now, like in the mid game, but they keep doing more and more. They have more one-shot potential, right? That's what Draven really struggles against, is like being 100 to 0'd by an assassin, because he has no mobility, he has no kind of defensive aspects to his kit. He's basically like, I'm going to kill you before you kill me, and if that doesn't work, then fuck, because I've lost. So, oh wow. Okay, so that what we're doing right now is kind of trying to group before Fizz and everybody else in their team gets to that point where they're just like, okay, yeah, we're screwed. But okay, we get this, and now we should be able to get this. Oh my god, I can't see my bloody axes because of that. The Braum ult on the floor. They're both yellow. I couldn't see where I was going. Oh god. Whoa, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. 400 crit to his face. He only has 1100 health. 3 of them and he's dead. Oh, boys. This is what Draven's all about right now. Oh, I love Draven. Okay, so I have to be a little bit careful because I don't know where the rest of them are. I can also go back and get my Shiv. So, okay, this is the other argument, right? Do you want a rapid fire cannon or do you want a Shiv? I'm actually going to get a rapid fire cannon, even though I just said Shiv. So, we're going to look at this, right? The reason you actually get rapid fire onto Draven, it's so hard to decide, okay, but basically, the reason you'd go for this build is because we're going for crit. We're going for crit damage, and we're going for like a big, massive fat auto at the start of a fight. So, the reason this works is because, basically, we have this massive long-range auto, right? This is the big ring around us shows us that. It applies with our Q, so we get a massive long-range, hopefully crit, with this Q like this. So they have, like, we can be this far away and we can do, well, that didn't crit, so that's a bad example, but we can do that much damage, which would be really nice. So that's why we're going to get rapid fire cannon. It's actually a very cheesy and effective build, honestly. So you get the bonus damage from the rapid fire cannon, then you get the bonus damage from everything else. My team's fighting apparently. Oh, my axe. Okay, I got it. Nice. So yeah, this actually works. It's very cheesy, but we all know I love a bit of cheese. So we're gonna do it this way, and we'll see if that works. Okay, so this is where I would love my rapid fire cannon, so I could slap him in the face. Okay, so we're gonna slap one of them. We'll slap Braum. That didn't do too much damage. Didn't crit, unfortunate, but Okay, we're going to do a 20-minute Baron. You really want to do that? Well, I mean, he is Warwick, so we could try. No, Max is just timed out. That's bad, though, because I lost a lot of DPS with that. Now, getting axes at Baron, catching them and stuff is actually pretty difficult. Okay, I think they know, though. I'm pretty sure they know about this. This could be really, really bad. We need to just leave. We need to just leave. This is going to go really badly. Yep. No, thank you. Okay. Attack move. There we go. Holy shit. No, the damage. That was very... So I do want to come back in here, but I think like a few hits he's probably going to kill me. So we'll see if I can get... Oh, well, that crit. That was nice. That's kind of why. That was very, very risky. Now, at first, you see, I pinged back. When I first thought, okay, this is risky, we need to leave. I pinged back. That was the correct time to leave. But then none of my team moved. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? If my team are going to stay, I'm going to have to stay with them. I can't just leave them. That's the right idea in general, but it's also the wrong idea. Because me staying says to them, okay, Draven's still here. Our whole team's still here. We can still do this. So they carry on. Where actually, what we should have done is just all left. I should have been like, spam over and over again. Nope, this is really risky. We are extremely lucky that did not backfire onto us, honestly. I lived on like no health after flashing and healing. Fizz almost one-shot me, which was not very nice. So, yeah, that definitely was the riskiest move ever. We definitely should not have done that. But thankfully it did pay off. I did at least like at the end ping really aggressively back and say no, like we can't do this. And I did try and leave. But by the time I tried to leave, I was in a horrible position because I'd left it so late and I was kind of screwed. So oh man, he's actually in there still, pretty sure. He's trying to cheese me, which I'm not going anywhere near him. Echo and Braum are on the bottom side of the map though, so like I'm not too afraid because my team will still mop up a fight even if they kill me, but I don't want to die either. But yeah, so in that situation you really want to be more decisive and be like, nope, that we shouldn't do this. But if they're going to do it like that, then you kind of have to stay at least around them. What I should have done, I should have run up here. I should have been like, okay, I'm not going to attack anymore because this is dumb, but I'm not going to leave you either, so I'll just run and at least like I'm around to help you if they collapse. But you know, I'm not gonna help you with the Baron because we need to fall off. That probably was the better plan there, but I think that's okay. So far, we've got like, since we've kind of come out of lane anyway, we've got basically every single dragon. We've got towers. With that Baron, which was really risky, and we're doing pretty well in this game at the moment. I think we have a pretty commanding lead, I guess. You have to remember as well, this game wasn't always going... Oh, what a bastard. He dodged my auto with his E. So there's a big wave bot lane. Now, most AD carries would probably go and get that. And on my main account, I probably would, honestly. Not going to lie, I probably would go and get it. Because that's a lot of farm. And, whoa, okay. I didn't even get an assist on that guy. He died so fast. Holy crap. No, you son of a bitch. I'm dead. I'm dead. So dead. Yep. Well, I was going to die eventually, right? No magic resist. This was the other thing I was going to say. Is I'm doing a very greedy build where I'm just like, okay, I'm going to rely on everyone else tanking the damage for me, and then I'm going to go in and kill everyone. That time, I got a bit too aggressive. I didn't expect him to jump into everyone and kill me where I should have, so, you know, I was dumb. Paid the price for it. Now I'm going to get a Hex Trinket, so we can't do that again. The thing as well is, okay, so there's two sides of this. I'm trying to think how to explain it, but basically, there's this weird thing, okay, mind game-wise, just within League. Like, if someone hasn't died before... You don't... Okay, there's two sides to this. If someone hasn't died, you kind of don't want to focus them because they're really strong. You also want to focus them because they're really strong, right? So you get the two types of people. Now, I haven't been focused this entire game, so I was like, okay, I can keep getting offense because, you know, no one's really going for me. So I thought this would be kind of the game where no one would really want to kill me. But yeah, the other side, like, after that, though, just in every single game, if an assassin like that ever kills you, and they kill you really easily and really quickly, like that Fizz did, where he one-shot me within 4 people, chances are he is going to do that again. He is going to try and kill me again because he's done it once. He knows he can do it now, so he's going to try again. So that's the point. You actually want to build some defense if you do. Like, stop building whatever you are and just build some defense, because now he's realized he can actually dick on you. He's going to dick on you again and again and again because he knows that he can actually do it, basically. That's what the rapid fire is there for. Whoa, I mean, that was a kind of kill steal rapid fire, nice, but that's not quite what it's for, I guess. But you know what I mean, like the long range auto attack. Okay, so he's coming here. Gonna just get the inhib for now, and we're gonna move over to get these things. I think he might have given up. I have no idea. Maybe he just lagged. That was a little bit weird though. Okay. So right now, we actually should just, like, textbook. Oh fuck. Textbook wise, we should actually just leap. Oh, you bastard! Seriously. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw the ult there. Nobody saw that. Oh. Really, man? Come on. I just want a rebuff. Anyway, so I am definitely not dying to have Fizz again. I actually have my Hex Drinker, so I kind of didn't need to, I don't think, go like that, but maybe, I don't know, I just didn't want to die again, so I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So, I'm going to recap the big things I think we've done this game so far, because it kind of, it's a very clean game, right? It is a very clean game. We did okay early, but we kind of screwed up a little bit. Well, we actually just took a bad trade, but we stayed in lane because of the mana, so we actually didn't lose out on much, which is actually a relatively big deal because... Oh, I'm going to stay and get this. So it's actually a relatively big deal because we actually punished Lucian, and we ended up not getting screwed for going there. So we got kind of a little bit of an advantage there. And then we did pretty well after that. We ended up getting a kill, which was nice. We are running a kill lane, so we wanted to get ahead. We're playing these fights kind of passively, not going too straight in like most Draven players. We're kind of playing like a calculated aggression, right? Learning your damage, going in and out of fights with your axe placement, going back, and then obviously going like to the side and diagonal rather than just going straight at someone. You always go to the side and a bit along, because that way you're not likely to get screwed as hard for that. And then you'll notice that we haven't farmed for a very long time. My farm is okay at 169. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. The reason it's not terrible... I'm going to try and snipe this kid. Oh my god, I almost got that. Holy crap. Well, GG, cat. Oh my god. Yeah, so we did that, and then you'll notice the biggest thing is we just grouped and we pushed, and I didn't go back bot lane to farm alone. I didn't let my team get behind, and we won pretty much from that. So I hope this video shows you guys kind of what you want to do with your lead. Yes, we did get ahead, but obviously we pushed that advantage. We grouped as a team. We kind of like, I stopped people getting caught out because I was always with them, and that's the biggest thing I think you should take from this. So when you're ahead, don't keep pushing bot lane like you always would. I just group with my team. I make sure that even if they get caught, we're still there to do stuff, and we end up snowballing the game into a win. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you in my next video.